Hello, and welcome to the Knowing Me, Knowing You YouTube channel, where we often dive deep into topics that impact our everyday lives. Today, we're delving into an enlightening subject that's often lurking right beneath our nose, sometimes out of sight, and can carry significant health risks. In this short video, you will meet Michael Rubino from Home Cleanse, air quality expert, health advocate, and founder of the Change the Air Foundation. You can locate Michael's full interview on Apple Podcasts or wherever you tune into your podcasts. Link is in the show notes. Enjoy.
That kind of started to frame this mindset around, wow, the breath that we take 20,000 times a day is really important. And what's in that air that's entering our body is so important. After helping thousands of people create healthy environments, I've seen the most miraculous transformations in people's health that is almost unbelievable. And so I'm here to you today, hopefully sharing a lot of stories and giving a lot of good information so that at the end of the day, people can start to register this, that the air we breathe is vitally important.
So let's just talk a little bit about your business, the business of Home Cleanse.
Yeah. So about roughly 6 years ago, I started this company. And at the time, it was actually called All American Restoration. But because we've started expanding into global footprint, we rebranded to Home Cleanse. And, when I created this business, one of the main fundamentals of it was we need something that scientifically can improve a home's environment.
Yeah.
Not just make it look like it's better, but scientifically make it better, right? And that's through various testing methodologies. And then, it's a very much so a trial and error process where you're removing material, you're improving the space, you retest, you make sure that test drops the numbers to an acceptable level. If it doesn't, you may need to do additional work, right? And that's kind of part of the company's science project, looking at every single home as a science project. And obviously the end goal is to improve the people's health inside of it.
Yeah.
And so that concept really never existed before. There's 50,000 companies that exist in North America that will come in, and if you have a leak, they'll come in and they'll do some work, right, to make sure that it looks like that leak never happened. But what I discovered 11 years ago on my journey was that looks like it never happened isn't the same as never happened, right? And so we actually need to utilize scientific evaluations and measurements to really discern that it didn't happen, right? That the mold is gone, the bacteria is gone, all these things that develop in these water damage scenarios are really gone. And how I discovered that was, like I said, after Hurricane Sandy, I was walking into people's homes who were not feeling well. And when I looked at their wall, it looked good. The wall was freshly painted, it was freshly installed, it looked amazing. But the laboratory results showed there's a problem there. And as I started opening up this freshly painted wall, I found all this hidden gunk that was not contributing to a good air quality, which, uh, you know, every single person was experiencing different symptoms from it, but was noticeably losing quality of life inside their
Yeah.
home. Right. And so
Yeah.
that's what really led this fire to this creation of this company that really utilizes science to make sure our clients have the healthiest homes possible. Going back in my mid 20s when this journey first started, I never really thought that, water damage, which would create mold and bacteria, was really a big deal. Never thought
Mm-hmm.
it could affect health. And now in hindsight, I had asthma when I was a kid growing up. I lived in an apartment in Brooklyn and then Staten Island that I know for a fact were not the best living environments looking back on it today. And it was interesting because as soon as I moved out of New York to New Jersey, by the time I was about, I think, 8 years old, asthma was gone, right? Inhalers gone. Doctors telling me I no longer need it. I no longer show any symptoms of asthma. So it's really interesting to look at things kind of going backwards as I think about it. But